All right. Hello and welcome to our podcast, The Audacity of Adulting. I'm your host, Jaira.
And I'm your host, Lynn.
And today we'll be talking about Valentine's Day and how the perspective changed as an adult.
For every podcast episode, we'll be sipping on something good, whether it's alcoholic or non-alcoholic. And today we're going to be drinking, oh my God.
Pinot Grigio.
Of course it has to be a hard name, but we are drinking Pinot Grigio from the brand Kirkland, but it also
Costco.
says Fruili Grave.
Well,
Product of Italy,
yeah.
so if you guys know how to pronounce it correctly, let me know. But it is from Costco, like Jaira said.
Pour it up, pour it up.
Pour it up.
Watch it all fall out.
All right. And some for me. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's
Too
good.
sweet.
You've had it before. Mm-hmm. It was opened.
No, but I forget what wine tastes like. I don't just remember. Well, if it's distinct and I like the wine, of course I'm going to remember, but. I like
It's nice and light.
Yeah, I like wine that's not too strong or strong tasting.
Actually, yeah.
I like sweet wine.
Yeah, the alcohol is not like, oh my gosh, it makes me feel warm already. It is strong though.
Yeah.
Okay, so we thought we'd bring out our wine because today we are going to be doing an episode on Valentine's Day and pretty much like the overall value of the holiday and what it was like as a child compared to how it's like as an adult. The whole marketing business of Valentine's Day and just really our thoughts. We thought it'd be a nice light episode to start with, especially since it's kind of a holiday. Not really. Is it a holiday?
Well, it's more like a personal holiday
Yeah, because
rather than...
because you don't take the day off. Well, I guess some people do. It depends. But yeah, in the spirit of this holiday, we thought we would just chat about it as our first podcast episode. So the value of Valentine's Day. So just to bring it back, what we all know Valentine's Day is basically that it is a day to celebrate love, right? But if you think about it, it is so different from how you value it as a child to how you value it as an adult. And of course, everything is, for the most part, different from how you value it as a child to an adult. But I just find it very interesting how dramatic the change is.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, you get excited for Valentine's Day and then you buy like the $1 little Valentine's Day cards.
And
you
it's
write,
all cute.
Yeah, and then you write to and from and maybe attach a chocolate or two. But then as an adult, people go all out. They get all these gifts and plan a really special and spontaneous
night,
dinner.
yeah.
Kind of thing. So, yeah, we just wanted to talk about it and share our views. I mean, I've been with my husband for close to 9 years. Been married for 2.
What, you don't remember?
I was thinking, wait, is it 2 this year? What? No. Been married for over 2. And then Jaira here is single, so we both kind of have different views on it, but kind of don't. We were discussing our views, obviously, when we were making the outline of the podcast episode, but I'm going to let her start off with her views because mine are boring, I think.
So, in the beginning, well, as a child in elementary school, it was more of cute cards and just red and pink everywhere and giving people candy. It's more of the smaller things. And it was just really cute. But now as an adult, it's more people splurge on the day and it's not it's not really necessary to splurge and dedicate this specific day to show your love in mostly gifts. So that's what I see in the society now. From being a kid to being an adult, it's a bigger change and you spend more money for some reason.
I see that. And what kind of worries me too is that, people who are overwhelmed with like all of the marketing that goes on. Like, like a lot of people obviously market gifts for affiliate marketing or just like, just like brand campaigns and marketing campaigns and stuff. And I feel like people get too overwhelmed and they expect to do something really big when they don't really have to.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
people do things that are way out of their budget and out of their time, but they feel like they have to because it's Valentine's Day. So I definitely agree with that. For me, I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day for the most part. Like my husband and I usually do kind of like weekly, bi-weekly date nights anyways. We like to splurge on like takeout food and like watch a movie. Well, I fall asleep in them. Or
Yeah.
or like whatever date night that comes around. So I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day all that much, but I do understand that people will want to celebrate what they can celebrate, right? Like I am a big, holiday kind of person in general. So whatever there is to celebrate, I believe in celebrating it. But just for me, Valentine's Day is just like not it. But I will do a dinner like a few days beforehand or maybe a week after. But yeah, I just feel really bad for like the people who spend so much money on this particular holiday.
Yeah, and it's not even necessary to like splurge that much.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people are being pressured to do it, which kind of sucks too, especially when you feel like at the time of Valentine's Day, these expensive gifts or expensive plans are like the best way to show love. But
When
it's
it's
really
not.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really not. And like, I think with the whole like, or with all society kind of pushing, you'd be the best like partner or whatever if you got this
Yeah.
jewelry, like this beautiful diamond ring or beautiful diamond bracelet. So people kind of get sucked into it and they kind of lose that reminder that wait, love is love. I don't need to be.
Yeah, love isn't material things. Like you don't
Yeah.
need to buy that diamond ring or even spend a lot of money on a special dinner.
Yeah, exactly. And like I think that we go through a kind of like what's it called? A rabbit hole of influencers too on social media showing all of these things, making us want it, right? It's like I probably would never want anything Louis Vuitton. I'm not very a branded girl. I'm not a fashionable girl. But when I do see influencers have Louis Vuitton stuff, it makes me want it. And I feel like with everybody being so focused on luxury, on like nicer things, every year somebody has to top that gift. So if
Yeah.
you started from something small and like you go bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, you like
how are
truly,
Yeah, like how are you gonna beat the next year?
yeah. And then you kind of like lose sight and then it just becomes more stressful in general. So I mean, I think moving forward, I would wish that society could make the change on it. But honestly, I don't think it's coming because yeah, I've seen restaurants who put like set packages for Valentine's Day dinners and it's like triple the cost of what like a regular 3-course dinner would be. But because they slapped on the label Valentine's Day, like 3-course menu, it's like hiked up and people, book reservations in December to get into like the nicest restaurants and that's just so crazy to me.
Yeah, for me, if I were to have a significant other, I'd probably do the same thing, like have date nights. Not specifically on Valentine's Day, but maybe like a little celebration. It doesn't have to be like grand, but I would probably just prefer flowers and chocolate and call it a night. Or like even watch a movie, just be in. But it also depends. I'd want to go out for dinner, but it doesn't have to be like really big.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, I think a good in between is good because, like I said, like, I think, especially during the times right now where it's like there's so many things that are uncertain and life kind of paused for a little bit. It's like we want to take anything we can to celebrate it when we can celebrate it.
Yeah.
Right. So it makes sense to want like a nice dinner or, to do something, but I think it should be special to you guys. You know what I mean? Like, your relationship and
Yeah.
you can communicate with your partner the best way. for both of you. So it's like, don't just guess like, oh my God, I need to do all of these things for my girl. Like, she's going to want to, do all this stuff and like want all this fancy stuff. But you could like literally ask your boyfriend or girlfriend, what do you want to do for
Yeah.
Valentine's Day? And
Like
chances,
if you even want to do something.
yeah, exactly. Like if my husband were to ask me what I would want to do for Valentine's Day, here's what I'd say. Listen, husband. But I would say I want to pick my own bouquet of flowers because I am specific and I love taking pictures of flowers. So I'll probably want to order them myself. I'd probably want some fried chicken. And then that's pretty much it. And probably just like watch one of my shows or like binge watch like a few of my episodes from like a series that I'm watching because I can't do movies. And that's pretty much it, right? And I think that actually goes for most girls. Like if you genuinely ask them like, hey, like what do you want to do? And sorry, men too. Hey, what do you want to do? They're going to be like, it's just too much work to go out. Let's just stay in. But then other times they will want to go out, so it really depends. But it doesn't have to necessarily be Valentine's Day. Like, of course, like to the next person, I do love dressing up and like looking nice and like just, feeling like a decent human being and out of my sweats out. But, I just don't necessarily think it's for Valentine's Day. I think love should be celebrated and you should treat your partner and like listen to their needs and like what they're feeling in life. So yeah, I just don't get the hype with Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and I think it's also the thought that counts. If you really put thought into like whether it be Valentine's Day or any regular day that you want to set out a date, I think that's more important than splurging and being materialistic and buying all these things.
Mm-hmm. And like paying attention to people's love languages too, right? Like I think in recent years, people's love languages have been more spoken out. Like people are telling other people what their love language is, how they share it and how they want to receive it. And I think paying attention is like the most important because you could be like thinking somebody's love language is like, receiving gifts, but actually it's words of affirmation and like just knowing and hearing and like confirming like how much you love them, what you love about them, how well they're doing in life or like whatever milestone they've achieved or whatever. I think it goes like a longer way than like trying to guess or
and it's understanding your partner as well.
Yeah,
because I think that's important. So and they know that and there's no like miscommunication on like how you feel.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I just feel bad that so I get it from like two perspectives. So like I graduated marketing, so I understand the marketing side of it. Of course, they're gonna use any kind of holiday, any kind of like, slogan or like whatever to catch people's attention. Like that's just what marketing is. But at the same time, it does, I think, exploit a lot of people. But I mean, everybody's adults, they know what they want. But yeah, I do think that people step away from the fact that Valentine's Day is all about love and gifts get more extravagant every single year. It's crazy what people are showing off on social media. But I mean, I guess they only show off the good things. Yeah. So it's hard to judge. But yeah, I think we need to take a step back as a society and remember that love should be celebrated
every day.
Yeah, every day.
It doesn't have to be on Valentine's Day,
Yeah, I agree. I honestly think with the way things are going, it might get worse. I don't know. Like, I feel like with this day and age, we are buying things online so much. So things are getting,
take my card.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, how many times have you, like, bought something on Amazon and, like, literally clicked one button and was like, holy smokes, it's coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, I think people get, like, super, like, crazy about it and, like, excited that you can do that. Like, people don't need to traditionally, like, go shop in the store and like get stuff and like, you know, pull out their money or like use cash or whatever. It's like just like your card is entered in like the website. It probably stays there. Like, yeah, it's probably saved. And then with like a touch of a button, it's like, bam.
Yeah, you're getting it.
Yeah, it's coming, and like you can do that over and over again and then not realize like, oh my god, shoot,
Yeah, like
I
the
bought 10 things.
self-control.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I feel like there's not going to be a lot of change, especially in the next few years. I do see that a lot of people are being more eco-friendly and a lot of people are putting more thought into their gifts. So like I've seen partners give their partner a written letter.
Yeah, that's always cute.
Yeah, and like homemade stuff, so that's really nice. And I think people are leaning towards being more eco-friendly nowadays, so hopefully that continues on. But yeah, that's what I feel it's gonna come down the line. What about you?
I think yeah, it'll probably stay the same or like might get worse. Like how you said, with a click of a button, you can literally buy or get anything you want. But I think it's mainly people should remember like to self-control and like to actually think before they're actually gonna do it. So we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, and I think people should start focusing on more practical gifts too.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big practical gift receiver and giver. Just because like I feel like junk or like a lot of things overwhelm me. Like my house is overwhelming right now because I feel like there's too much, even though like honestly if you packed all my shit in a box there would not be a lot of stuff in there. But I think like paying attention to what somebody actually wants and needs instead of buying what you think they want. Like if it's like a specific product, like what do they use over and over again? It could be as little as granola bars that they eat every week, but just paying attention to like something that they use that will not go to waste like goes such a long way than getting them all of these new chocolates and all of these new, you know, whatever to try out. And it's like, you won't know if they try it out. What if you bought like a big box of something, they eat one and don't like it, and then like that whole thing goes to waste, right?
Yeah. So you just have to, yeah, like you said, pay attention and understand and communicate.
Yeah, I
With your
think
partner.
communication goes such a long way. Obviously with like relationships. So I totally agree on that.
Yeah. It's all about understanding your partner.
Yeah, talking and yeah, just making sure that you are focusing on their needs over yours, especially when you're going to give them something. Like it could be like giving them a gift or giving or like providing a service, like if your love language is acts of service. But yeah, just like pay attention because honestly, it could go the other way if you do something for them and like they
Yeah.
really don't want it. So, but you think that they want it, you know. Obviously, nobody wants to be told what to do, and that's like reverse psychology. So they're going to be mad at you, and you don't want to be mad on Valentine's Day for sure. I think is Valentine's Day on a Saturday this year?
I have no idea. No, it's on a Monday.
Oh, okay, Valentine's Day on a Monday, but I mean, some countries are still under restrictions, so we'll have to see what Valentine's Day is looking for people. I'm on social media all the time, and I honestly haven't seen a lot of like Valentine's Day marketing yet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually
And
January and
yeah.
usually everything's red.
Yeah, right. I went to the dollar store the other day just to look at like some gift wrapping stuff, and I was surprised that there was no Valentine's Day stuff yet. That's crazy.
We'll see.
I think the world's late.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching if you're on YouTube, and thank you for listening if you're on Anchor or Spotify. Thank you, and stay tuned for our next episode.
Thanks for watching. This was a fun episode, and we can't wait to get into more for the rest of the year.
And everything, our social media is going to be in the description down below if you're on YouTube. And just give us a follow on there. Cheers to love and... Cheers to love.
Cheers to love.